Hello gamers around the world, I'm Spartacus. Welcome back to Game Breaking News and to yet another special episode where we're going to take a closer look at the Nintendo Spotlight at E3 2017. For not even 30 minutes, Nintendo showed off a bunch of games that are coming for the Nintendo Switch in the coming months. And the video was able to get me excited and to start wanting to play more. And the excitement grew in me, and just before it reached its peak, it was already over. It was really weird. It's just like women describe it when they have sex with me. Anyways, it is not like Nintendo fucked the gamers with their E3 event. No, it was quite the contrary. They respect the game and they respect the gamers, so they wined and dined us first. If they're going to fuck us in the future, well, that remains to be seen. But for now, Nintendo was like a real gentleman. So, let's look at the games at Nintendo Spotlight at E3 2017. And that's the amazing part. Of the 11 upcoming games they showed, only 2 of them were not Nintendo Switch exclusives. But, of course, Nintendo could not resist, not even in a less than 30 minutes presentation, to talk. Which by itself wasn't too bad, but did they really have to remove all the emotions from the speeches? Seriously? Damn. Anyways, they started with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and after its much-loved prequel, the Xeno series returns with some amazing graphics, and typical for a Japanese art style, well, also atomic boobs that you and also the protagonist kinda want to touch. Oh yeah, grab him hard, just squeeze him. God damn it! Alright, boobs aside, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will keep you entertained for a couple of hours if you are into JRPGs. And honestly, you should be into JRPGs because, well, mostly they are telling a generally different story compared to the mainstream boredom that we get in Western RPG stories. And Xenoblade Chronicles is already coming out in 2017. Oh yeah. Followed by the next game, about the strongest, meanest, and most fearless warrior that has ever lived. It is not only the hero that we need, he is also the hero that we want. Kirby is coming to Nintendo Switch, and he also looks more beautiful than ever before. And when can we slay these enemies of this little pink pecker with his mighty, mighty sword? Well, it's going to be sometime in 2018. Followed by a statement of Shinya Takahashi that probably pretty much represents the whole Nintendo company when it comes to the situation with the Nintendo Switch.
When I found out that Nintendo Switch is being accepted by video game fans from all over the world as a home console that could be taken with you anywhere, I felt so relieved.
Followed by a glimpse of the Pokemon Tournament Deluxe game that is coming for the Switch this summer. And man, I gotta say, the game looks like a really, really fun fighting game. It is also perfect for Pokemon fans and beyond that, truly. But then came the sentence that Pokemon fans wanted to hear for so long.
Game Freak has begun developing a core RPG Pokemon title on Nintendo Switch.
Boom! There we have it, folks. The Switch will remain to be sold out in most stores for the next 2 years. I guarantee you that. There was no gameplay because this Pokemon game will likely come out sometime in the holiday season of 2018. Well, if everything goes well, if not, maybe even later. But Pokemon fans were desperately crying out for this for decades. A core, full-on Pokemon game on a console. And with the Switch, we can expect some HD graphics. This is the sort of news that excites the gamers and make their decision easier if they want to decide, what console to buy or not. Nintendo understands that, and that is what also PlayStation understands. That is why they show games in advance for fucking years, if not almost decades. Sometimes those games might not even see the light of day. I'm looking at you, Agent. But Xbox apparently doesn't really care about that, but alright. Fine, I'm getting off topic here, because Metroid Prime 4 is coming for the Switch. Sometime, I guess. And how it will look is also unknown, but it's coming. So that's good. Then followed the most heartwarming trailer of this year's E3, at least in my opinion. A Yoshi game is coming for the Nintendo Switch in 2018, and the trailer made me laugh like a little kid. The stupid song and the sound effects from the shooting will probably get on your nerves quite quickly, but here it was just an amazing trailer. And the art style of the game, oh my god. The whole world seems like it was handmade, crafted in some sort of garage with household objects and cardboards. Just amazing. Then they showed a trailer for the upcoming Fire Emblem Warriors for Nintendo Switch. Since the game is already coming out in 2017, I would have expected some gameplay right here and there, but they just showed some story trailer. So I looked at the gameplay they showed after at E3 itself, and well, the game looks like a Dynasty Warriors game, how they came out about a couple of years ago for the PlayStation 3. Just this time it is set in a Fire Emblem universe, and it is made by the same team that also made the Hyrule Warrior game. You know, this spin-off in the Zelda world. So I guess we can expect this game to be fairly good once again. Afterwards, they showed off a little Skyrim on the Switch, and then they talked about the upcoming DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, when did this Master Sword get in my hand?
Well, I say the same thing when I'm just about to masturbate. But I'm getting off topic here once again. Anyways, the 2 DLC packs that can be also bought in a Season Pass are, well, I would say they're worrying. Simply because Japanese companies are generally a bit slower to adopt to new practices. That's not generally a good thing. No, what I'm saying is that Japanese companies normally stay conservative about their games and the style, the pricing, and so on. So that has changed over the past year and a half because we're getting an increase in DLCs on Japanese games. And Nintendo is the company that stands for customer satisfaction, and thinking about the gamers first is their priority. Now, I don't say that DLC are against consumers. No, if done correctly, DLCs can actually enhance the game and, for example, can make you want to play the game again. There's nothing wrong about that. But those 2 DLC packs didn't really look like they're worth their price. Sure, we didn't see that much, but honestly, I still have my doubts. At any rate, anyone can make mistakes. Nintendo did it, for example, with the Wii U. I just hope that Nintendo won't leave their path of righteousness. Although I can understand the money on the dark side with the DLCs, it is tempting. But Nintendo, I mean, look at what the Pope thought 500 years ago when he started to sell Absolutions and how that worked out. After a brief look at the Mario plus Rabbids game that is in development by Ubisoft, and about that I already talked plenty in the Ubisoft press conference, they announced Rocket League for the Nintendo Switch. Man, this game will be around for quite some time, I tell you, and it will have a cross-play feature, so you can play with people that are on PC and Xbox as well together. Not on PlayStation, because fuck you Sony, but that is once again getting off topic. So, then came the grand finale and they showed off Super Mario World Odyssey, which will already come out on the 27th of October in 2017. And the world's famous plumber returns with a magic cap that kinda makes him indoctrinate his enemies and then he can control him. It's damn, Mario is getting really dark, while the theme of the trailer was still quite happy and fun. Damn, Nintendo is truly fucked up. Anyways, the trailer itself didn't really show that much, but I watched the gameplay presentation at E3 after the event, and man, just to sum it up, I just have to say it once again, the Switch will be sold out for the coming years. After seeing that, there is no question about that. Nintendo did the most important thing right in this presentation here. They showed exclusive titles, aka the reasons why you should buy a specific console. And they gave the Nintendo fans exactly what they want. The amount of games on the Switch is increasing every month, and it is going to be important to see how the lineup will be for the Switch 1 year after its release. And damn, it is looking impressive. And with the sales numbers of the Nintendo Switch, that games library will be a lot bigger in the future. I personally don't expect large third-party AAA titles for the Switch. Now those AAA titles will be Nintendo first-party or third-party games with Nintendo IP, like the Mario plus Rabbids games, but a bunch of indie games that were not shown in this Nintendo Spotlight will also come out in the future. I, for one, am glad to see Nintendo back on their feet, standing tall and stable like we haven't seen them in a long time. So, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to show you the Nintendo Spotlight at E3 2017. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on Nintendo's event in the comments below. While you're down there, please press that like button as well and subscribe for more awesome videos. Check out my other E3 videos in the description or on the channel, so I will see you there.